Lady in Black. Mama View, so how was your weekend? It was okay?
Yeah, it was okay. Very relaxing.
What do you do on Saturday?
Lots of house chores.
Yes, yeah, I can imagine. You never change, do you?
Lots of house chores.
Right.
Long hours in the kitchen.
What do you have for a social life, usually?
I don't know. What do you call a social life? I mean, I spend time with my family. I watch TV.
You have some. If you don't have message, do this for me.
Am I that boring?
Yeah, you are.
Well, okay, we'll come back to the messages. Let's do the newspapers first.
Do the Finder. The Finder has something on agriculture. You know, I did something on fertilizers. And I'm thinking that if we do the Finder, it will be good.
The front page of the Finder newspaper today, 18,200 hectares of maize destroyed. Fall armyworms cause farmers huge losses in 9 regions. This is almost getting out of hand now. 9 regions, that's a lot. Kufuor Bawumia urged fasting Muslims to pray for Ghana. Armed forces should lead fight against Galamsey. That's according to President Kufuor. Paperless operations as ports achievable. Paperless operations at ports achievable. That's West Blue saying that. But this fall armyworm situation, we're going to be talking about it on the show today. A little bit of the story though in the Finder newspaper is getting scarier. It says the devastation caused by fall armyworms has affected 18,219.07 hectares of maize farms as of Friday, May 26, 2017. So far, 9 regions have been affected, with farmers losing hundreds of thousands of cedis of investments. Most of the affected farmers have abandoned their farms as there is nothing left to be salvaged. The pests were detected last year and had since rapidly spread, wreaking havoc on crops. The green you know, it's some kind of caterpillar like.
You know, back in the day, I used to cover when this is not the first time they've invaded. For 2 years continuous. I used to cover many stories in the Volta regions, especially when they came to Ghana. It was seasonal when the weather pattern changed, and I'm told, according to what the agriculturists told me, you had some winds. You know, back in the we used to have monsoon winds and some of those things. They changed the patterns, and especially from the desert and the Mediterranean, you tend to have some of these things across the
we haven't controlled it well.
I don't know whether we can control it because it's more of a human nature kind of phenomenon. And so whatever we do, they'll come back. The thing is, how do we make sure that when they come, we're in a position, I think that's the word you use, control it, yes.
Yeah.
Because many of the times what we use to spray them is just not enough.
It doesn't get them, eh?
Yes, it's not efficacious. It is not effective.
We're told they eat the reproductive parts of the plants as well.
Yeah,
the reproductive parts of the plants and leaves. Yeah. All right. There's a man that the Finder spoke with, and if he picks his phone, then we can speak to him this morning. He's the acting director of Plant Protection and Regulatory Services Directorate of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, Mr. Ebenezer Abuaji. Will be touching base with you in a bit. You did say something about the chemicals that they use in spraying them. Why haven't we been able to control it?
Definitely.
Now that it's spread to 9 regions.
It's spread now to 9 regions.
Yeah,
back in the day, it used to be in the Greater Accra and then the Volta regions. Yeah. But now I believe
it's amazing. Okay. All right. So there are a lot of other stories. I just wanted to run through the region that is not being affected. Okay. So there's North, there's Eastern, there's Ashanti, Central, Greater Accra, North, Upper West, Volta, Western. Which other region? I guess Upper East then is the only one that's safe, more like. That's it for the Finder newspaper, Roland.
I have the Ghanaian Times next, and on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, we have punished corrupt officials severely. That's the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana. It's on page 17 of the paper. You go to page 17. It says the president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana, Christian Soti, has called for punitive actions to be taken against public officials, etc. We also have President decorated with highest award of Liberia, and that's a Ghanaian Times we're doing, and Dr. Anabasu's government were transferred. We know Dr. Anaba at the center of that controversy about how he was dismissed to his dissatisfaction from is it Greater Accra Regional Hospital?
The Rich Hospital, also known as the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Yeah. Exactly.
I don't want to be in his shoes.
Is this? I think all of us are wondering: is this a fight that he can win?
No.
Yeah, he can't win. He can win.
All right. So we're doing the Daily Graphic next.
The Daily Graphic newspaper, front page of the paper today: fishing at Shama slows down as illegal mining on Pratt River pollutes sea. So activities of illegal miners on the Pratt River have heavily polluted the sea at the estuary in Shama. There's a picture taken by Gabriel Ahiabo and is making the front page headline in the Daily Graphic newspaper. First Lady raises funds for Save a Child project in Kumasi. That story also in the Daily Graphic. Akufo-Addo commends Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf presenting the Grand Order of the most venerable order, of the Knighthood of Pioneers Award to President Akufo-Addo. That's a mouthful.
It's a big award.
Oh, we know that the Ghanaian community in Liberia, they've also given our president the key to Liberia, like they own Liberia, really. I don't know if it's this.
You know, sometimes keys are given to cities in the United States. Free visa.
But
Liberia,
no, wait. This is Ghanaians living in Liberia. You're living in Obimaso, and you've given your president's key to the country. Hey!
Like, seriously.
Yeah, you're wild. Good morning to everybody watching us from Liberia this morning. This one says West Blue GC Net asked to collaborate. And also Wembley plans one constituency, one artificial turf.
That's a good one. You know, there's a Wembley Park in Kotobabi. I don't know whether
I hear.
I've been there several times.
I hear.
And if you go there, the pictures, if we could have a lot more of these pictures in the communities, I think that would be a sight to behold.
So we'll show you what we're talking about in a little bit on the screens. There's a special focus on Wembley. They plan one constituency, one artificial turf. That's a story of interest because we know there's one constituency, 1 million. So what has this got to do even with the bigger plan of one district, one factory, and one constituency, 1 million Ghana cedis? Fortunately for us, we've got the CEO of Wembley, Robert Tete Coleman, who's joining us via phone. How are they going to construct artificial football pitches in all 270 constituencies in Ghana? That's a big project, really. So we want to speak to him and find out how they intend to do this. So what we're talking about is what's on your screens right now. Mr. Coleman, good morning to you. Thanks for your time here on the show.
Good morning, Mama V, and good morning to everybody in your studio.
Cool. We hope you had a good weekend.
Certainly,
right.
Mama V.
So there's this big project of yours in the center spread of the Daily Graphic newspaper, and I wonder, one constituency, one artificial turf. How is that going to happen?
Yes, Mama V, like you rightly said, this is a very huge project. It is a project that I am passionate about and I've always wanted to develop. Some years ago, I went to play football in Jowlu, where we had a very small pitch, and I decided to replicate that concept in Jowlu, in Kotobabi, And as I speak to you now, people who reside in Kotobabi and its immediate environment are extremely excited about the project. It is based on that I have decided to partner Omni Bank and a company in China and Turkey to see how we will be in a position to replicate this concept throughout the constituencies in the country. Mama V, His Excellency the President spoke about the fact that every district assembly is going to have a factory, and the fact that an amount of money is certainly going to be sent to them. That should tell you that when it comes to development, government wants to decentralize. It is against that background that we have also, as Wembley, decided to decentralize and also to have one constituency, one artificial pitch, so that people within the catchment area, people within every constituency will have this project and they will be excited about it. Mama V, when you look at the rain pattern in this country, you know Ghana rain pattern is seasonal, and therefore, if you plant grass, it takes a long time to do good. At the same time, the cost of maintenance is extremely huge. So I believe that the fact that FIFA currently has also approved that we can play football on artificial or astroturf, it is something that we need to go in for and try as much as possible to have these pitches in every constituency.
Yeah.
When you look at the kids that are coming, most of them are very talented. We need to harness their talent. And in harnessing their talent, we cannot play football on dilapidated pitches, the ones that we call the stone parks. When I was growing up, Roland would tell you, we used to play football on some of these stone parks. Stephen Apia, the Augustina Info, Samuel, and all that. They used to play football on stone parks. I believe that if they had had the opportunity to play on artificial and good pitches, that would have certainly enhanced their performance more than we see today. Yes.
So this is certainly a good initiative, but have you identified where you're going to be putting up in all 207? How many constituencies? 275 or yes, 270? Mama, I think you're saying for now.
Yes, Mama, it's very simple. As I speak to you now, we have signed MOUs with a lot of assembly. That is the vision of the company. The vision is that we need to make sure that every constituency has a pitch. So that is the vision that we are working with. We have identified specific areas. What we intend to do is to use the already existing pitches within the constituency. There's absolutely no constituency in this country without a football pitch. But what we have is that the football pitch is a bare land.
Yeah.
So we will identify a place, and we have identified a lot of them. Then we work in tandem with the constituency MP and then opinion leaders over there. Then we will see how we will be able to develop that pitch. So it is not as if we are going to have different lands for the development. The pitches are there. What we need to do is to upgrade them so that we can use them for this project. Mama V, one remarkable thing about this project is the fact that it's going to be fitted with floodlight. So we are not going to have a situation that people will play football from morning up to 6 o'clock and then they go to bed. At night, people can close from work and then they will come to the complex and play football. It's going to be fitted with changing rooms and all that. And I believe that when we are able to do that, we'll take sports and football especially to another level.
We'll find time and speak some more on this particular subject. But just the final question, I'm wondering, why Wembley?
Mama V, why Wembley? Because, you know, when it comes to football in itself, Wembley is a huge name. So when we started the Kotorabi concept, we wanted to buy everybody into it. And that is how come we coined the name Wembley, so that it will connote football. It has absolutely nothing to do with the Wembley in England.
In England,
this is, Ghana Wembley, and that is what we intend to maintain.
Okay, I'm sure the world, football lovers in Ghana would love this initiative. We're grateful for your time. That's Robert Coleman.
Thank you very much for having me, Mama D.
Definitely. He's spearheading this. Out of curiosity, we decided to talk to him this morning on
But you know, and you also know that football is big business around the world.
It is.
And I'm told that the current Black Starlet setup, apparently, a chunk, I believe, I'm told over 75% of the players come from Kumasi.
Oh.
You understand? So it means that they are doing something right in that region in terms of coast football and young people playing.
If we had a lot more time, I was going to ask, I live in Kuntunsi and we've got lots of
Where is Kuntunsi?
Masa.
Is it on Google? Google Map. Anyway. I live at Ajekojo.
Okay, do the paper. Let's go.
I have the Daily Guide. The Daily Guide has on the front page, NCA $4 million scandal. I didn't chop 150,000 or is that 1,000 or 150,000 or how did they mention this one? Or it's just 150,000. Okay. I didn't chop 150,000, says William Tevi. And he wrote to the Daily Guide, said, look, if you people don't put this thing, I will sue you people. And the Daily Guide. But they've already caused the harm, haven't they? If there's any harm.
No, but I think that this is what happens if there's information out there and you don't immediately come out to debate.
I think he delayed
because I think lots of people were calling him. Yeah. Lots of people did call him.
He delayed too much.
So if you've got something to say,
I think the story was on for a week.
If you've got something to say, react to it immediately. And people usually run away from the media. But if you did it immediately, you wouldn't have it, spreading and it's become, like the truth, if you like, in the face of any other thing. Because it's a minister of state that is speaking to the press. So you don't expect them to report anything else apart from what they've been told. If you have something else to say, you've got a rejoinder, you have to issue it real quick.
The next hour should have been a time for going through this.
So we'll see how this actually, it's still unfolding. We'll see the end of this because now there has to be proof and things like that, Wow. Yeah.
Other stories on the front page of the Daily Guide. Go nuclear, Green Street tells Nana. We also have a picture of Ivor Green Street.
It's been a while.
Uncle Kobna, what's in it? Scuba diving off the coast of Bahamas.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, Bahamas.
Oh, wow.
You and I show holiday there when we get money enough to overspend. Bahamas, Seychelles, Bahamas, Mauritius.
Okay.
Derek, because some supply us with a lot more of the...
So where? Bahamas?
Bahamas. Antigua. Let's go Dominican Republic. Let's go...
Are you okay?
Chill. Yeah. Charlie, so we have other stories there. SAC custom officers blow 1.2 billion Ghana cedis. And then we have the Business and Financial Times. Sell down, present opportunities. Barclays Africa Group CEO. And then we also have Finance Committee warns West Blue, GC Net integrated. And then we have the Daily Dispatch newspaper. Israel joins Ghana and Galamsey fight. It will cost a lot to have clean water.
Israel as in what? Israelite?
That's the Daily Dispatch.
Or Israel as in the country?
Israel as in the country, Bible, Israelite.
Is it Israel joins Ghana and Galamsey fight? So Israel helps Ghana out.
Israel.
Galamsey fight.
Israel.
All right, there's a birthday wish coming right on our WhatsApp platform. It says, happy birthday to my Dr. Mabel Abraham. You didn't send me who you are, but happy birthday to you. Dr. Mabel Abraham, it's your birthday. This one says, hey, look at, okay, people. Caesar, you are in Asimfosu. We didn't say that Nanado has promised one constituency, one artificial turf. That's not what we said. Were you following the conversation? Hey, peoples, I'm sure you know it. You decided to pass somewhere with it. It's just that we're all, as Ghanaians, being inspired by one district, one factory, one constituency, 1 million, and people are coming up with initiatives. Yeah, which is really cool. That's what we're looking for.
And I took that inspiration from where I grew up, Ashaiman, where we lacked certain amenities, and now I've promulgated something with my private
You need
company.
an artificial turf there. You should identify.
Yes, there's a place there.
Okay.
Wembley is coming to have an artificial turf.
That would be good.
Yeah.
And
because Ashama used to produce some of the best footballers around. And then also my private company, we're having an initiative too. One district, one something.
Can I be your spokesperson?
No problem. You are really an ambassador. Only that if you know the subject, I don't know whether you...
I don't want ambassador. When you give me ambassadorial roles, you don't give me nothing. Okay, let's read more messages. The army worms have invaded our farms too in the northern region. Over 50 acres have been affected in the Karaga district, a village called Yemo Karaga from Yakubu Mashud. That's a conversation that we will have here on our show. We're sorry for what you're telling us, but if you can help us with a picture as well, just take a short video of yourself in that farm and tell us exactly how the fall army worm has infected it. We would really, really appreciate that. And that's something that we can also play back right here on our show. Let's do online now. We'll start with myjoyonline.com.
And there's something about Paul Pogba, Mama V. It's about him visiting Mecca. What do you think?
Yeah, that's cool.
He just won a European trophy, and that trophy automatically qualified his team to the UEFA Champions League. He's a happy man.
Okay.
And he's the world highest... He's the most expensive footballer of all time currently. But I think that will be eclipsed. Well, there are rumors that is it Mpepi, who plays for Monaco.
I don't know who that is. I know Pogba, but I don't know who you're talking about.
So he will, the price tag will go off him, I'm sure, in the next transfer season.
Okay, but he's visiting
Mecca.
Oh, that's cool.
Have I visited Mecca?
No, I haven't.
I have once. It's a great city.
Is it open to people who are not necessarily
Mecca.
Muslims?
We have Mecca
in
itself as a city, the holy city of Mecca.
Okay.
And then we have the pilgrimage site.
Okay.
In Mecca.
Okay.
So the tourists go there, they go and watch.
Oh, okay.
Like but it's not necessarily the holy site. You can just go walking around there.
Okay.
You know?
I guess it would be good to go when there's no Hajj, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. If you're a visitor, if you're, just going
to
visit.
watch.
Yeah.
Retracing the footsteps of Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah.
Mashallah.
If someday I get like maybe some 3 months leave or something with pay, yeah. Let's move on and look at other stories.
Are you sure your 3 months will pay?
You mean
is that money you're going to use for that?
No.
Or you mean when you already have the budget already?
Exactly.
And then you have your pay to
and I get to enjoy all the 3 months as leave.
Okay. I'm sure the National Lottery Authority can finance that for us. Government urge also to check illegal operators in oil palm industry.
Yeah, that's another story on the side. It says the Oil Palm Development Association of Ghana has called on governments and other stakeholders to urgently check the increasing number of illegal operators here in our country. Let's move on quickly. Black Starlets miss out on Africa Under 17 triumph. And listen, we knew it was going to be for or against. Whichever way, I still insist, our Under 17 is my Black Stars. They are way, way better, and they bring us.
Oh, we saw that, that the Atlantis squad.
Which one is that?
91 and 93. They were also equally
That's
good.
my hope. So congratulations to the Under 17. Well, you've done what some people who got plenty money couldn't do. So we hail you. You are heroes.
One video, you're against the crowd.
CAP fundraiser, Lady Julia Lott's inspired act by multimedia First Lady. Others were hitting the ground this morning, and we will be at the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital live right here on JoyNews. Wow. So if you're thinking of donating, if you've donated, we want to show you what we're doing with your money. Okay, so this has to do with the
did House of Hope win their match yesterday?
I am not sure, but Benedict is on stand, but they won, it's okay.
Wine.
It's okay. Why is that? Are you like teasing us? What did Kotoko? What did they do? One Go projects, whatever. Okay, so there's a Joy FM Kisalsa night excitement as Accra does the way maiden event. You can click on the page and watch the story as well. Barclays UK exit presents more opportunities for Ghana, according to the Barclays Africa CEO. Also, British Airways chaos continues at Heathrow. It was day 2 yesterday. I'm sure the chaos is going to continue. And the story is that there are lots of delays, cancellations at various because they say, according to the CEO, that it has to do with some power cut issues. I think initially the people felt that they had been hacked or their system had been hacked or something of the sort. Okay. But apparently it was power cut. Doomsday is not only in Ghana, Charlie. It even affects British Airways.
All right, so we have other stories on City FM Online. I'll do that quickly, and then you do the Africa page of the BBC. Water production apparently improves after Galamsey fight, and this is a picture of Salimate, the corporate affairs boss of Ghana Water Company. We also have next, KMA denies buying vehicles for assembly members. We have AMA must decongest Accra to reduce fires. That's fire service. We've been left to staff scholarship students in China. I tell you, I've been to China twice, and the experiences of the students, Ghanaian students on scholarship, when you talk to them, Charlie, sometimes when you see them, they look hungry, man.
And I'm sure this will also be
ultimately, they all come back to Ghana. Some of them become medical doctors, absorbed into the Ghana Health Service or the system. And they tend to do
I was just going to say that this will also be Western because of the change in administration as well.
Yeah.
So, but
I have to tell them,
well.
no pain, no gain.
It will be well, it will be well.
Law students to rewrite examinations on 5. Okay,
the paper that they decided because there was a mix-up in some of the questions they would not write. Ooh, okay. 2 campuses. It's a curious case.
Oh, I see. All right, so let's go to the Africa page of the BBC and have hands-on look. Okay, so Mama V, this is for you.
Libyan Benghazi attack group disbands. The Islamist group blamed for the 2012 U.S. mission attack says its leaders died in a fight with the army. IS claims Egypt's Coptic Christians attack. This is where a bus that was carrying human beings were attacked and 29 of them killed. Emails reveal Zuma planned Dubai move. But his spokesperson says this is not true.
Uncle Zuma.
There's a second application for, if you want to remove somebody in office, what's that thing called? Impeachments from his own party. This is the second one, we're told, in 6 months, and this is being considered.
Uncle Zuma.
We'll see how the conclusion is done. But in the face of it, there are rumors that he's probably planning an exit. That's why he's planning to relocate to Dubai.
Dubai, then he's got a lot of money to spend then.
But
Dubai
his spokesperson says that's not true.
It's not one of the usual go places. You just go, Charlie, relax. Yeah. It's expensive.
Okay, so we've got to run. If you're interested in any of the stories that you've heard us review.
For the heat and everything.
We encourage you to go to the newspaper stands, Roland. Go to the newspaper stands, grab the papers and read, and also visit the website. Here's a message that says, even though starlets could not bring the cup, but they have done well. Abudu Joseph in for him, and
they
definitely
couldn't beat Mali.
Masa. The people that we give plenty money to, what do? Jerry in Kibi, appreciate your comment this morning. Thanks for sending it through. This one from Valentine from Applause says, oh, okay. Thank you very much for all the nice things that you say. Roland, be jealous. Don't be jealous. Okay, well, they're seeing from your eyes. Yes, we've got sports coming up. Here's the last message. This one is from Peter in Tamale. Says, I want to appeal to all. Okay, there we go. Party politics. That's not what we're doing this morning.
No parties. No parties at all.
So, we have lots of your messages. We acknowledge. We thank you for sending us the messages every morning, even though we're not able to read all every time.